Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be your guide on this fascinating journey. We will learn a little bit more about the wonderful country that is South Korea, its people and its culture. If you like this kind of content, please consider giving me a like and subscribe to my channel. So let's go together. But first of all, let's try to locate South Korea on the map. In the planet. The Republic of Korea, in Korean Daehanmingu, I think that's it, or if you prefer only South Korea, is a small country in the Far East, located between Japan, China, Russia, and North Korea. Just to give you an idea of how small Korea is, just know that the entire country is smaller than the state of Ohio in the United States, so it's a very tiny country. Over 51 million people live in South Korea, making it the 27th most populous country in the world, ahead of countries like Colombia, Kenya, and Spain, and behind Myanmar, Tanzania, and South Africa, for example. Fun fact: did you know that over 90% of the population of Korea is a fan of K-pop? No, I'm just kidding. I made up these statistics right now. Korea's largest city is Seoul, which is also the country's capital. Over 9 million people live in Seoul. Pretty big, right? By the way, if you are in Seoul, don't skip the visit to the royal palace of, let's try to say this name, Gyeongbokgung. Okay, I will search on the internet to see the changing of the guard that happens 3 times a day. Most of the inhabitants are ethnic Korean. 98% to be more precise. This may seem strange if you are from quite different countries like the USA or Brazil, but it's quite common in Asian countries. That is why many people say that Asian people look so similar, which is obviously not true, but for those who are not used to it and look at it for the first time, it may seem that they are all the same person. But let's keep talking about South Korea. Korea has always had a troubled relationship with its neighbors. It has been invaded several times by Mongolians, Chinese, and Japanese. Until 1948, with the division of the Korean peninsula between the communist north, supported by the Soviet Union, and the capitalist south, supported by the USA, what we know today as the Republic of Korea or South Korea was formed. The current president of South Korea is Moon Jae-in. I think that's right. Sorry for the pronunciation, but my Korean is not the best. Another fun fact: did you know that every Korean man has an obligation to serve the army for at least 18 months? The law of enlistment is in the constitution of the country, and since 1957, all young men have to fulfill this obligation. But recently a law was created so that the internationally recognized K-pop idols can extend this enlistment until they are 30 years old. Culture. Korea has a very rich culture and was heavily influenced by Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism, although today more than 20% of the population is Christian. I bet you didn't know that, right? Movies. Korea certainly has one of the most prestigious cinema industries today, with several Korean film productions and professionals have been recognized and awarded worldwide, with emphasis on film director Bong Joon-ho, who directed the film Parasite, both awarded in the Oscars.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
Music. In music, the underground rap and hip-hop scenes stand out, but the main showcase for Korean music today is undoubtedly K-pop. Several groups of this musical genre have reached international prominence, such as Blackpink and BTS, and have performed at the main international music awards. Are you a fan of K-pop? Leave your favorite group here in the comments. Dramas. Another part of Korean culture that has become increasingly popular is K-dramas. I confess that I am not very familiar with this type of content, but I asked my sister and she told me that the most famous Korean dramas today are Emergency Couple, Doctor Stranger, and Liar Game. As I don't really understand about this topic, leave it here in the comments if you watch K-dramas and which one is your favorite. Video games. Many people may not consider video games part of the culture, but in Korea this is not true, as games are increasingly part of the lives of not only young people, but also older people. The biggest player of League of Legends today is Korean, and his name is Faker. So, as you can see, South Korea is an amazing country, full of culture and things to discover, right? So, if you liked this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video and share it with someone you think also wants to know more about South Korea. Thanks and see you in the next video.